Playbooks create purpose, leaders listen up. So I'm speaking from a little bit of pain here when you're telling, and anybody feel me on this, when you're telling people to do something repeatedly. So you have an employee that you tell them to do over and over again, just like if you're a coach, you tell a player to do something over and over again, and they say those words, "You never told me," or "I forgot." Well, then that's when, instead of you repeating over and over again, you need to start moving into a playbook. Get a playbook that has three things in it: clarity, adjustments that need to be made throughout the day or throughout the game, and then three, the data, the measurables. Did we accomplish what we were supposed to by using the plays in our playbook? So just giving a real live example, when we're talking about clarity, adjusting, and then measuring, would be part of our playbook is we're going to send a video every single time we interact with a customer, whether they buy from us or they don't. Okay, so then once we're doing that, that's our clarity. To the adjustment is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to record that video. Grab our phone. We got our phone here. We're going to record that, and we're going to send it out. The three is going to be the measurable. How did it perform? How many videos did we send? How many got watched? How many engaged with it? And what happened after the fact? And then we go back to step number one, clarity. How did our playbook do with that? That's what I'm encouraging you as a leader. So if you don't have this, get a playbook into your system. Review it often, monthly, quarterly, yearly. Make the adjustments, repeat it again. Thank you so much. Get your playbook up. 2 ways to quickly enhance the energy in your sales team. You ready? Okay, so number 1, I want you every single morning to invest in your people. When you start your day, whatever that time is, after they get settled up a little bit, invest in your people. And invest in your people in the areas that you know that your people either need help with or they told you that they need help with. So this could be development training, regular training, word track, role play, whatever it is. Okay. And then number 2, this is huge because I don't see this enough done in our industry and along many other companies, is talk about the wins from the previous day. Talk about the wins from behaviors in the previous day, like actions that people took. And then the previous sales, talk about the wins where the sales experience was just phenomenal, and have the person who went through that experience break with that look down. So when you're talking about investing in people, growing them and developing them early on, every single day, and then praising people and rewarding them for either the behaviors or the results of things that they did, that is going to get the energy up. That will fire you up. So if as a leader, if you're feeling low, focus on the things that will make you feel high. And that's going to come from encouraging other people. It sounds crazy because you think you would need encouragement. But once you start encouraging other people, you will feel better. And once you start meeting one-on-one with people to develop them, next level. So level up your energy by leveling up your people. 3 tips, 3 minutes on social media. Let's go. So tip number 1, I want you to stop selling. As crazy as that sounds, I'm sure some of you already understand the pain that you felt when somebody connected with you on social media, and when just a few seconds went by, they're already trying to sell you something. So imagine if you're trying to sell cars, the worst thing you can do is just connect with somebody like, "Hey, would you like to buy a car?" But that's what's happening. So do not do that. Focus on social media. The tip number 1 is to connect with people. Find out what other people want. Find out their pains when it comes to buying the product or the service that you offer, and then show them the solution. But you have to focus on connecting first. Tip number 2, we ready? Be intentional with your followers. So many times I see a lot of people that are either buying more followers or just doing their best to get a bunch more. What I would focus on is you're better off with 1,000 people that are following you or that you're connecting with, and being intentional with those 1,000 than you would be trying to get 10,000 or 5,000 followers and just trying to splatter all over the place. Get to know your followers, get to connect with them, find out what they're looking for from you, and just grow that community that you have. And then tip number 3, I want you is to measure your results. So what I mean by this, whether you use some kind of software program or if you go with a pen and pad, whatever you do, measure your results. So how many times did you post in a week? How many shares? How many comments? How many likes did you get? What were the overall impressions? And on social media, they give you the tools where you can see a lot of this data, but keep up with it, because when you're paying attention to the times, whether it was a picture, a video, or if it was just word, pay attention and measure your data. So let's go through those again. 3 tips, right? Number 1, stop selling. Number 2, be intentional with your audience. Get to know them. You don't need more followers. Get tight with what you have and then grow it. And number 3, measure your results, see how it's doing, and then always repeat. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. 3 tips, 3 minutes. If you have some time, share this out with somebody that you feel would benefit, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thanks so much. Take care. They say you have 3 seconds to get somebody's attention. Right? That's what they advise you when you're giving content on social media. You gotta hook them. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate to that, because is that really a good thing? The fact that when we market to people, the whole goal is to get them in that first second, 2 seconds, or they're gonna leave. Because the way that I feel about content and with the people that you're trying to connect with, yeah, do you need to have a few videos here and there that grab people's attention so that it wakes them up? But really, if you're doing a great job of connecting with your audience and your followers, and you're focused on helping people, then you don't need to worry about those 3 seconds. That's what I'm going to say. And if I get in trouble for it, then oh well. Because people that are looking for something that's going to help them solve a problem in less than 3 seconds, or they're hoping that what you say is going to help them in less than 3 seconds, then that person that's scrolling, hoping for the 3 seconds, might not be the best person for you. Whew, that was a lot to get out, and I didn't even stutter. But I'm serious, because there's so much out there that says we got 2 seconds, we got 3 seconds. Make your content, if it's 30 minutes for an hour, just make it for the people that you know are going to help those people. So when I'm making content, I'm making it out. Most of it specifically is for leaders and leaders that run sales teams. So I'm not sitting here going to do a hook point for somebody who's selling popcorn on the other side of the world who could care less about what I'm saying, but I'm sitting here trying to hook them in under 3 seconds. Does that make sense? So what I want to remind people is be authentic to your true self. Stop focusing on the 3 seconds and stop focusing on the 3 minutes of value that you can give to people that might just transform their life. So I hope you receive this. Like, share, comment. Would love your feedback.